Please introduce yourself to us.
Good morning. My name is Judy, and I'm the senior from the Department of Finance at NCCU. I think the number 321 can stand for my college life. I have joined 3 different kind of volunteer activities and also 2 exchange programs and 1 international competitions during my college life. And through the above experience not only shows my personality of stay out my comfort zone and enthusiastic about helping others and also good communication skills. And during my exchange program, I took one sustainable marketing class and I found I'm interested in and also the future trend in this field. Then I applied for the program at NCCU to explore this field more. And actually, I want to do the job not only earn the salary but also can help the society or the people. So before I applying for this position, I also have a coffee chat with the seniors in this industry right now, especially in Deloitte. So I believe my good communication skills and also project experience and also self-learning are quite suitable for this position.
Thank you. You mentioned that you're interested in sustainability.
Yeah.
And what exactly failed in this big category?
Oh yeah, actually, since I'm the beginner, because I just touched this field for like a few months, yeah. So that's the reason I want to choose consultant for the first because I know that being a consultant, you can have a lot of chance to touch with the different industry, right? Industry and know their like a background or something else. So I want to stay in the consultant company first and realize that how's the sustainable working in the different industry. And for a few years, I have a target like and I will try to apply for the certain industry. Yeah.
I think that's a reasonable strategy for you. But just one thing to share with you is that now in the Taiwanese consulting companies, like we do mostly the semiconductor type of work or with the banks. So for example, if you join our company and you're not able to, we don't have a sustainability project for you, how would that change your mind or like how do you think about it?
You know,
Because he works at BCG, the strategy
yeah.
consulting firm.
I know. Actually, I don't mind because I think working in a consultant company not only it can sharpen my ability like a presentation and also like a logical communication with the customers, and also can get the network from this job. And meantime, I will try to self-learning from this topic like assistant. Yeah. So I think I can both like sharpen my ability and also like learn this knowledge even though I don't have the chance right now. But one time I have a chance, I can use the knowledge I have learned. Yeah.
And speaking of like off-work learning, I have to say like the working hours here is quite intense.
Yeah.
So for example, you need to work 16 or 20 hours a day. How would you try to balance it with your self-study in the sustainability field?
I think that like communication time when I go to the office or like after I get from the work, I can like listen to the podcast and watching the like small videos like maybe for the 5 to 10 minutes. Actually, I'm right now just like listen to podcast when I was like before I go to the class and try to catch the newest like updates right now.
Then what are the like one of the interesting news that you can share with us about sustainability?
Yes, in this week, we have the COP30 right now and holding in the Brazil, and most of the companies leaders and also the countries leaders they go to there to talk about their progress in the sustainability. And I think they choose the location for Brazil is also they want to put the end and put the money and invest for the rainforest. Yeah, right now. But actually, we still have the long road to reach the plan for like a net zero carbon.
What is Taiwan's net zero target? net zero target?
Next zero target. I think the target is in the 2015 we have to achieve net zero target right now. But I think so far it's still. I don't think net zero target will happen when 2015. I think we can do right now is for the carbon neutral. Is that we also emission the carbon, but also we try to like plant the forest or do try to develop the green energies like offshore ocean powers and solar powers, and also like for the something like this green energies, then try to avoid like the fire power. Yeah.
So what do you believe that has caused the gap between the wanted target of carbon neutral in 2050 and the current performance in terms of ESG among Taiwanese companies?
Oh, you mean the gap?
Yeah, the gap. What caused that? What are those gaps?
I think one of the gap is that the technology can, the green technology. I mean that Taiwan, we are most of the GDP are from the like semiconductor right now. They use much of the electricity and water, but for our knowledge and for our technology right now, so we can't afford then like enough electricity with the lower cost, because those of the technology like solar powers and also the offshore powers, they need a lot of like money and cost a lot. So I think in this field, how to transfer the green energy for those industry and more efficiently is quite a problem, and we can solve right now. So I think that's a gap between right now to the 2015.
But you are a consultant,
Yeah.
wanna be in sustainability. So how would you advise a client to achieve that goal?
To achieve to the company that they can
Yeah,
reach the
reach
net.
the carbon neutral targets in by 2050. How would you advise them?
Yeah, for sure. Right now, I think I will adjust and can buy the like green energies right now, and also they can buy the carbon credits, because I know in the next years the Taiwan government have the new rule to like they want to have the carbon tax for the Taiwan company. Yes, so I think they can prepare for this one and buy like a forest and also buy the carbon credit, and also try to collaborate with the technology company right now who are developing the solar powers or like offshore powers, and also collaborate with the government and also like a bank. They can have the project like a green project and issue the green bond for the next step.
Amazing. So why don't we do a mini case?
Mini case.
Yes, like the case interview that you will face in a consulting company.
Have you done that before?
No worries. You don't need to be nervous. You don't need to be nervous. So imagine that you're the Taiwanese government. You're the Taipei City Hall.
Yeah.
You're working in the Taipei City Hall, and you're going to issue the license for taxis.
For the taxi.
For the taxis. So we have the peak hour usage, the average hour usage, and the valley hour usage. Which one, based on which one, you will issue you will decide the number of licenses to be issued.
You mean issue the taxi is a car?
Yes,
Yeah.
you like if you want to drive a taxi, you need a license, right?
Yeah.
So the license is a cap. Like there can only be a certain amount of taxi drivers based on the number of licenses issued by the government.
Yeah. So I have to decide how many numbers to.
Just the peak, average, and low.
You can ask questions to clarify some missing points to get to the final answer.
But for this mini case, it's mostly for you to share your rationale. There's no right or wrong answer. I have no goal. It's up to you to convince me. I wanted to ask, why don't you just do a mini case for us?
Maybe guesstimate.
Oh, estimate.
I will give you 2 minutes to think about it, and then I will ask you your rationale. You may not need to give. You don't need to give me the number, but there should be a formula.
Oh,
2 minutes.
okay.
And feel free to discuss with us.
Yeah.
We're your like buddy.
Also, I
Yeah.
can ask you.
Yeah,
the
of
question.
course. It's like
You need a pen?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can I ask how many electricity charger for the electric car right now in Taipei in Taipei City?
We don't have that data, and let's like combine all the types of taxis. We don't need to separate electricity taxis from the traditional ones.
Oh. Do we have the number how, like the average how Taipei City they take the taxi?
It can be one part of your formula. We don't need the numbers.
Oh.
Just give me the formula.
Oh.
Oops. Maybe you can talk along the line.
Oh.
Like what is in your mind now?
What's in my mind now? I think most of the citizens they take taxi are in the peak time, like when are getting to the office or get off to the homes. So, and not all of them will choose taxi because like a public transportation in Taipei is quite convenient, and also the traffic jam in Taipei is quite like, annoying. Yeah. So assume that maybe 20% of the citizens they will take the taxi in the peak times, and also each car can have four like a passengers. So I will like the number of the people divided by the 4 passenger for each cars, and then even though we don't have the exactly taxis number car right now, but we can do the research, and then we can and then we can report it to the Taipei government, and that's the amount we should issue for the license.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Let's give feedback. Because I have some feedback that I would like to share. So maybe you can start first.
Okay. I would say overall you have a very professional gesture, and the way you articulate yourself is very clear and precise. Actually, I have never seen today till this time that someone could have used so little filler words in her conversation. So I think that's very good. Just a minor suggestion is that keep putting your hand on the table so that you remember why reminded you through gesture and so I think that's fine. But overall, I think it's very good.
Yes, I think overall you did very amazing. Very amazing. And first of all, I can tell that you have passion in sustainability. And we discuss in the type of conversation which normally happens in the consulting interview. It's not like I ask you a question and you say the answer without me interrupting. It's normally like a conversation. And you did it very well. Like all the follow-up questions I asked, you share your viewpoints. So I can tell that you really did some research about the field. So that's on the content. I want to focus on the case because I think at this point of time you have potential to join like whatever consulting company you want. So I just want to talk a little bit more on the casing stuff. I'm not sure whether you are familiar with the case interview.
Actually, I don't have like this experience.
I don't think that sustainability consultancy would require case interview. They may do case studies, but they would do something like take home assignments.
Are you purely interested in Deloitte or McKinsey or BCG also fine for you?
Yeah, actually, I think that BCG and McKinsey, they are famous company. If I have a chance, I would like to like choose.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So for the consulting interviews, they will ask you questions like what I just did. And I think the first point is focus on what they want. So for example, in the first question, I say, tell me you will base on the peak, average, or low. So that should be the answer you give me. And then when I switch gears to estimating the number of taxis in Taipei, and I say I only want the formula, so you don't need to focus on the number at all. And so that will be the first point. Focus on the answer, on the question of the interview, like what he wants. Is it a formula? Is it an opinion? Or is it a set of numbers? So that will be the first point. And the second point will be giving the conclusion first. I mean, you did very well in the early discussions, like sustainability, your interests. Just bring it to the case interviews. And then for the case contents, I would say the structure of your framework can be improved a little bit. I can tell that you've thought about the question, but when you gave me the answer, something was missed. So for example, you say that you assume 20% of the Taipei people will take taxi. So first, you will need a population of Taipei people, the population of Taipei, and then you get the ratio of people who will take taxi. And then you would also need to consider the average passenger in a taxi because it's not always like 4 people get into the same taxi. If I get off work, I'm living in like far away, I would just take the taxi by myself. So you may need to consider the average number of passengers. Something like this. It's just an example, but I think my idea is that I want to encourage you to think more about the details, like which levers can be changed and based on what. Because in the actual interview, people will question you, like why you say the average is 20%, not 30%. You gave me the reason that public transportation in Taipei is very convenient. That's a good idea. I would ask you why you divide it by 4, not divided by 1, and maybe you would need to give me a reason if I ask. But I think, in general, very, very good. And see if you have any questions.
Just to add on to how you analyze a case, you see, the definition of analyze or analysis is the way of you to make knowledge out of something by breaking down small pieces. So when you do this kind of consulting case, try to break down the case into as many little parts as possible so that you can either better understand the whole case and also better explain how you derive that number.
Yeah. And just one point to add up. I've interviewed with McKinsey and BCG. I would say both firms, they use like the conversational form to do case interviews. So as I just said, like we are your buddies. You did very well again in your earlier behavioral questions, motivational questions, and bring that type of conversational flow to the case interview, unless you feel that the interviewer is very cold and distant, or he's busy checking out in 7-Eleven, which was what I encountered. Else, you try to have a conversation with him or her, check whatever you want and think out loud. Tell him what is in your mind at this point of time. So first, he wouldn't get lost. I mean, people, if they get lost, then they will be lazy to catch up again. And second is for them to help you if they want and they find a need.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.